Hello ladies and gentlemen, and please enjoy this free match upload courtesy of Pro Wrestling Colossus. It's an absolute pleasure to be providing commentary on this one. My name is Jordon. I was actually the host of the first Pro Wrestling Colossus event, Coastal Clash, all the way back in August, and talk about an event that sets the tone for a new company. One of the best debut shows I've ever seen from a promotion. The quality of talent unmatched. The passion of the producers and the staff backstage makes for one incredible wrestling show, ladies and gentlemen. And I actually had the pleasure of introducing this young man to the ring for his main event, 6-person tag team match, and ended in rare fashion. Folks, it's very rare you see a professional wrestling match end in a triple submission, but that's what we saw in the main event of Coastal Clash, where the stars of the Thanet Pro Wrestling Academy toppled the stars of the London School of Wrestling. Alex Ace is part of the victorious team. But you know, 6-person tag team action, very, very different from singles competition, especially when you are going up against someone who is touted as not one of, but the best wrestlers in the UK, arguably in Europe right now, and that is True Grit, Connor Mills. Completely unfazed by the words of that young man there. And you can hear the complete opposite of a toasty reception from the Margate faithful. And that is a man who is always ready to go. You can see it in his eyes, you can see it in his demeanor. A champion everywhere he goes. Most recently winner of the BZW Miracle 2024 tournament, where his MMA background certainly did him a service there. Connor Mills 1-0 undefeated in MMA in that Miracle 2024 tournament as well. Had to defeat 3 men in one night. No ropes, all mat wrestling. Had to rely on his toughness and his bravado. And you see it on display there. A slap right to the face of Alex Aces. Now, Alex sadly can't hear my advice, but my advice to him, if he could hear it, would be to not let Connor Mills build any momentum and to try and put it away quickly. It's easier said than done when you are going up against an opponent the quality of Connor Mills, but you are not going to be able to match the cardiovascular endurance of Connor Mills. You will not be able to match his gas tank. You will not be able to tire him out. To borrow a phrase from Smashing Mike, he does not get tired. So you really cannot do what he's doing right now, and that is letting Connor Mills build any kind of momentum. I will say though, Alex Aces, he has the home turf advantage. You can hear how raucous this crowd is for him. Collar and elbow tie, take down, lateral press with the forearm, Connor Mills, and you can see Connor Mills does not give you an inch, he doesn't give you a second, but what he does give you is a nice firm slap around the head. Trying to dislocate the elbow as well. Connor Mills, he goes from move to hold to move to hold. Good bridge there from Alex Aces. You can tell that he's been under the tutelage of one Jordon Breaks recently. Side headlock takeover, switches it round. Drop, toe hold, gets Connor Mills down. Good thing he closed that gap quickly. But you see how expertly there Connor Mills able to back him into the corner. What a shot, my God. Almost had to take my earphones off for that one, my headphones I should say, and now follows it up with a vicious, vicious flurry of assault. Good God. Can you tell this man's been watching his Nigel McGuinness tape? Sends him off the ropes. Whoa, great evasion from Alex Aces there. Wait a minute! Inverted atomic drop. Oh, and that was a Glenn Jacobs-esque uppercut to the throat. Maybe he could hear my advice. Maybe he has decided to not let him build any momentum. Rope assisted Rana. I don't think he was taught that one by Jordon Breaks. And you can hear the Margate faithful come alive for Alex Aces. Oh, he tried to go for the kick, but to no avail. No! God, no! Shin breaker from the apron to the floor. And slamming it again into the edge of that ring, ladies and gentlemen. That is where the solid steel beam meets the edge of those rough wooden boards. No part of a professional wrestling ring is particularly nice to land in, but the edge, might as well pack it up and call it a day. That is beyond disgusting, beyond painful. Drop kick to the face as well. Connor Mills is punishing Alex Aces in front of his friends and family. He's saying, okay, you want me to come all the way down to Margate? You want to test yourself against the best in the country? Okay, kid, lace up those boots. My God, a shin breaker on the outside and then on the edge of the apron. It's almost like Connor Mills doesn't want him to walk normally for the next 2 weeks.
Come on, Alex.
A lot of people don't end up walking normally after their first encounter with Connor Mills, I must say. Oh, hang on, Alex Aces is fighting back. There's a flurry, there's a fury. He has fire, but how bright is the flame burning? And Connor Mills extinguishes it. Spinning and slamming that leg, that already injured leg, into the ground. God, if those shin breakers didn't do a number, that leg screw will. Oh God, do you see the bend at the ankle? Oh my God, the referee might have to step in and stop this one, and no one would think any less of Alex Aces. Preserve your career. You've got a whole career in life ahead of you. My God. And now he's going to go for that inverted Indian deathlock. You see it there. Connor Mills is perpendicular there. He's at a 90-degree angle. And if all he needs to do is keep grinding his heel into the knee, and Alex Aces will be in a world of pain. And very wise from Alex Aces there to actually keep those shoulders up while he's in this hold. Otherwise, he could be counted down for a pin. And when you're in that much pain, sometimes that's all you can focus on. You don't hear or see anything around you. You don't even realize the referee's counting 3, and before you know it, you've lost. Connor Mills, he'll knock you out or tap you out, and right now it looks like he's trying to knock him out with some of those shots right to the side of the face. Unprotected, small package, and a kick out at 2. Alex Aces very nearly had it there. Dragon screw. Alex Aces puts the brake on. Wait a minute. Oh, very close there. Alex Aces had that on tight. He had it down low. Elbow. And a third. Is it going to be a third? It is a third shin breaker to the rambling, gambling, wrestling man. Wait a minute. He backflips out. He lands on his feet. How much more damage will that do? And a Saito suplex. Belly to back from Alex Aces. And the rambling, gambling, wrestling man has this 100-plus strong crowd in Margate firmly behind him. Firmly behind Alex Aces here. If there's one thing worse than losing, it's losing in front of your friends and family. I can think of another thing that's worse. It's landing neck first in the corner of the ring. Alex Aces, thunderous uppercut. Another one. Shades of Jordon Breaks, shades of Nigel McGuinness. Oh, and he put some extra stank on that last one. Connor Mills holding at his neck. Connor Mills reverses the whip, ducks under. What an uppercut. And for the first time in a long time, Connor Mills is looking vulnerable. Come on, you can't let him recover. You can't let him recover. He couldn't get it earlier, but he got it that time running. PK to the chest of Connor Mills. That's got a sting. Throws him back inside. Exploder suplex, my God! Only a 2. But I tell you what, these kickouts are getting later and later and later, and if he can outlast Connor Mills' gas tank, maybe it'll get so late he doesn't even kick out before 3. Maybe that's how he wins this one. Oh my God, and again, the targeted offense to the leg, the shin breakers, the dragon screws, the slams, and then kicking him out from the ropes. I think he was looking maybe for the mill shot there, but Alex Aces has definitely done his homework for the biggest match of his career so far, and it's a rolling thunder lariat. My God, he nearly took his head off. My God. That extra momentum from the 180 swing outside the ropes, and you saw how Connor Mills was trying to lariat through Alex Aces. Oh, the ankle lock. The ankle lock. We've seen him put many, many people away with this move, and the damage that's already been done to the leg may be too much to take for Alex Aces. He pulls him away, and now, oh my God, he's going to go swinging. He's going to go swinging. Oh, and he slams it down. Extra torque, extra torque. He might as well be a million miles away from the ropes. Does he have any strength to pull himself closer, to crawl closer? He does. He makes me eat my words. He grabs that bottom rope, and that is sanctuary for all of 1 second. Is he going to be able to get to his feet? Oh God, this is a dangerous Connor Mills. This is a, dare I say it, ticked off Connor Mills. My God, straight to the dome. This could be a knockout. My God, you heard the smack on that last one. And look at this, the smack talk as he gets up. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Those are disgusting. Alex, I don't know how wise that is. This man, need I say it again, undefeated in mixed martial arts, winner of the 2024 Miracle Tournament. And it's because of kicks like this, but Alex Aces is showing fire like I've never seen before. No way. Pop up! Pop up! Powerbomb from the rambling, gambling, wrestling man. He's trying to go for it again. Lion salt! Lion salt press! Oh my God. No way. The fans can't believe it. I can't believe it. His hand smacked the mat for 3, but his shoulders were up at that point. That is an Olympic gold medal-esque 2.9 kick out if I ever saw one. Alex Aces, he's going to the top now, and you can see how gingerly he placed that leg on the second rope and now to the top. He's trying to beat some feeling back into it. No, Connor Mills. Too much cardio, too much stamina still in the tank. Oh my God! Tangled up in the ropes like a spider, delivering that kick. And now he looks to crush some key with the key crusher. That's it. That's it. And that is all she wrote for Alex Aces. A emphatic victory for Connor Mills. You can't say Alex Aces didn't give it his all, but Connor Mills on another level right now. Arguably top competitor in Europe, definitely top competitor in the UK, and he doesn't want to spend any more time in Margate than he has to. He's out of here while his name is being announced as the victor. That's the kind of man Connor Mills is. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another 3 professional wrestling match courtesy of Pro Wrestling Colossus. And making her way to the ring now, someone who has been making waves all over the world right now, the radioactive one, Safire, Reid, one of the UK's best kept secrets for a long time, and she's finally getting her flowers. Excursions all over Europe, a recent international trip making her USA debut, impressing many. Someone who, ever since adopting this sour, poisonous, radioactive attitude, has been on a mean streak. I remember that shy, quiet girl who walked into that dingy wrestling gym under a railway arch in Brixton, just so happy to be there and polite, and then look at that gremlin in the ring now. As opposed to this ray of sunshine, Anita Vaughan. Can you feel it? Yes, I can. And you want to talk about making waves? We are looking right now at the current WXW Shotgun champion. She made the most of her week in Germany, I'll tell you that much. Let's hope she doesn't spend too much time around Safire Reid and become as dark and twisted as she has. But for all these negative things I'm saying about Safire Reid, can you argue with the success? No, you can't. Arguably top 5 women in the UK right now. Actually, scrap women, all right? We're scrapping intergender wrestling and all these gender barriers in 2024. Safire Reid, top 5 in the UK, just bar none. To watch her journey and her rise and her transformation has been nothing short of remarkable. And this is guaranteed to be an excellent one-on-one wrestling encounter. As the bell rings, I'd like to take a moment to thank North Down Brewery for all their contributions and assistance with Pro Wrestling Colossus. We're proud to be working with them, as back in the ring, it's a fantastic collar and elbow tie-up. And immediately, Anita Vaughan backing Safire Reid into the corner. Could you feel that one, Safire? And you can see it's a capacity crowd here at Invasion of the Bodyslammers. I had the pleasure of hosting Pro Wrestling Colossus's debut event, Coastal Clash, and it was, honest to God, folks, one of my favorite shows I hosted all year. So I'm very, very happy to be providing commentary for this one. And there's that attitude I was talking about. You wouldn't see that in the Safire Reid of 2022 or even most of 2023. It's 2023 when she really, really embraced this chaotic side. And Anita Vaughan there had an answer for that reversal. And an answer for that one as well. If you control the wrist, you control where the rest of the body goes. Anita Vaughan knows that. Fantastic snapmare takedown by Safire Reid. But once again, Anita Vaughan with an answer for everything. Certainly no slouch when it comes to the mat game. Oh, the classics never go out of style. Trying to break the toes of Anita Vaughan there. Oh, and a good old noogie for good measure. When was the last time? When was the last time you saw a good old-fashioned? Is it a noogie? Yeah, a loogie is when you hawk a bogey at someone, and a noogie is when you rub your knuckles into their scalp to really cause some friction and burn there. And Safire Reid thought she was going to take Anita Vaughan down with that big shoulder block, but to no avail. And again, Safire Reid, she's going to have to put a lot more oomph into these takedown attempts. Ghost run from Anita Vaughan off the ropes, and bam, down goes Safire Reid. And it has been all Vaughan in these opening minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Knee slide from pillar to post. That's a 16-foot ring she's clearing. Fireman's carry. What's she going to go for here? But Safire Reid very wisely crawls down the back. A ghost run of her own. Went for the cross body. But the strength of Anita Vaughan. I've seen this one before. She's going to go for that signature fall away slam with authority. Can you feel it? Anita Vaughan has not turned down the energy since she burst through the curtain. Front face lock here. She's going for a fisherman, but Safire Reed barging Anita Vaughan into the corner. Oh, checks the gut and then a vicious kick to the hamstring. If you've never been on the receiving end of something like that, folks, I'll tell you, it is incredibly painful. Immediately, you feel just your legs stiffen, you get this burning sensation, and then Safire Reed follows it up with that dragon screw. Springboard European uppercut from Safire Reed. That could be all she wrote, folks, and no. Impressively clearing the distance there with Safire Reed. God, this vicious streak, this nastiness, this desire to not just win the match but hurt her opponent along the way. This transformation of Safire Reed, folks, it's been fascinating to watch, and good lord! Surprised Anita Vaughan's front molar didn't go flying into the front row. No, molars are the back teeth. I just meant front tooth. I'd ignore that. Anyway, I thought I saw a tooth go flying, and if that one didn't do it, that one certainly will. Washing her boot with Anita's face, and a defiant kick out from Anita Vaughan there. And you can see there, Anita Vaughan checking that she does actually still have her teeth intact. And a vicious slam into the top turnbuckle actually dislodges the padding, which makes the ring a much more unsafe environment, even more so than it already is. That is a steel hook with a thin layer of padding, folks. Anita Vaughan up and over. Roll up attempt, roll up. Fantastic pinning attempt there. You don't see that move very often. Very rare and unique offense from Anita Vaughan, as she now claims her woman. Tries to send her off. Oh, she got the send off, but she didn't get the drop kick. Oh, and some vicious strikes from Safire Reed there. That is just nasty scrapping. Oh, and look at this. She's gonna try and wrench the shoulder out of its socket. Oh, and some small joint manipulation along the way. The referee should be in there checking that. You could hear the screams of pain.
Try this time, shall we?
Oh no, she's trapped. No. Oh, come on, referee! Referee, get in there. Where's the 5 count? This is illegal digit manipulation. That would be a great name for a band. Vicious stomp. Anita Vaughan may have broken at least 1, if not 2 fingers, ladies and gentlemen. This is that nasty side of Safire Reed I've been trying to tell you about. And I think all this may be doing is awakening the beast in Anita Vaughan. What a shot! And another overhand right. Safire Reed answers back with some of her own. Holds onto the tights, but Safire Reed, knee strike! Knee strike!
Not again.
And she spins her round and sends her crashing back down to earth with one hell of a backbreaker, my word! If you want to see more action like this, folks, please follow us on Instagram at Pro Wrestling Colossus. That's our Facebook handle as well, and it's PW Colossus on Twitter. That is where you're going to see the stars of Tomorrow Today, as well as the mainstays of the UK scene right now, such as Safire Reed, who was just on the receiving end of a vicious body slam, and a second one. My God, that was just a right to the gut. Sends Anita Vaughan off, and Anita Vaughan with this boundless energy with a crossbody. 1, 2. Fantastic conditioning from Anita Vaughan. Has not shown any signs of being tired once. Safire Reed right now is on the back foot. She tried to go for this earlier, and again, second time Safire Reed's avoided it, goes for the kick. Roll up, this could be it, this could be it. Only a 2. What a kick. Acid Rainmaker, that's it. That is it, 1. Safire Reed can't believe it. The referee looks to be in disbelief as well, but this capacity crowd here in Margate are losing their minds. And of course they are, because this is Pro Wrestling Colossus. I haven't seen a company with such a successful debut back-to-back pair of shows ever, I don't think. And Anita Vaughan capitalised on that split-second miscalculation by Safire Reed. Safire Reed got caught up in the ropes. And that is the second time Safire Reed has thwarted the fireman's carry attempt. That is a disgusting kick, ladies and gentlemen. But this is what Safire Reed likes to do to her opponent. She likes to hang them up in the second rope and then deliver the stomp. But Anita Vaughan knows that all too well as she comes in. Rear waistlock looking for a German. Safire Reed knows it all too well. Whoa, my God! A boot nearly decapitates her. There it is, inside out. 1, 2, no! Anita Vaughan, that happy-go-lucky attitude, a faint memory of the past now as we see this intense, determined side. She is ticked off that she hasn't been able to put Safire Reed away by now. Gets caught up in the ropes. Oh, there's another kick to the hamstring. My God! Like a bullet, Safire Reed in with that launching headbutt, and that gets her the 3. Safire Reed has put away the WXW Shotgun Champion in impressive fashion. Top 5 in the country for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching this free match courtesy of Pro Wrestling Colossus. Please stay up to date on our socials for more in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for what I'm sure is about to be one of the wildest matches you will ever see in your life. And I have been proven right almost immediately as Jordon Saeed, the Pumpkin.
The worst costume we've seen yet!
That's a bit mean. Just because he looks like he doesn't want to walk the earth anymore doesn't mean it's a terrible costume. And I don't think the accuracy of the pumpkin costume correlates perfectly to his wrestling ability.
What? What did you say said that? Shut your mouth!
Well, if this is how we're starting, folks, I don't know what to expect next. And here comes trouble. We saw her victorious in her debut against Anita Vaughan at our first ever show all the way back in August. And it looks like she's back to make an even bigger impression. Jordon Saeed versus Livy Grace. The kind of match you would have seen booked at the Resistance Gallery in 2018, but here we are, almost like we're looking into an alternate universe. And they just keep coming. I recognize that music, but I don't recognize this wrestler. And actually, I mean, this has got to breach so many health and safety laws. Okay.
What's this about? Humans only!
It's It's a gorilla. Humans only!
I like photos. Well, I told you it'd be wild, folks. I have no idea what to expect, and I'm continuously surprised. I thought it was Darby Allin at first.
She's scared.
I'm not afraid of nobody! Who said that? Who said that? Do you want to get in here, sir?
Shall I? Some real characters in Margate, folks. I don't know if I'd want to bump into any of these fine athletes in the dark on a night out in Margate.
Excuse me?
The ring is very slowly filling up with bodies. You need eyes in the back of your head in a rumble. You're constantly on a swivel. I think he could ask you the same question. Emphasis on insane. I remember this young man very well from the main event of our first ever show, Coastal Clash. He was victorious as part of TPWA up against the London School of Wrestling. He sure showed that lot. Xenophon actually feels quite at home in the Halloween Rumble because he hasn't actually had to dress up. Maybe that'll give him an advantage. He hasn't had to spend so long thinking about his costume. He's had more time to prepare for the actual match than the rest of his opponents. Someone missed their pre-show shape-up. SJ Randall, who of course, at Coastal Clash, we saw him come out towards the end of the main event to even up the odds and avenge his earlier dirty loss against Tate Mayfair's. Luckily, Tate Mayfair's nowhere near Margate tonight, so hopefully no repeats of that. The bell rings, we're finally ready to start. Jordon Said is very, very upset.
And you! I remember you from last time! Ah! You wanna hit me? Oh.
Exactly, he remembers from that six-person tag main event, TPWA versus London School of Wrestling. Jordon, well, he was looking to exact a measure of revenge. It's not gone well. Blimey, Livy, how much money does he owe you? Oh, and an atomic drop right to the coccyx, the tailbone of Jordon Said. That one needs no explanation, folks. Said stuck in the corner there. He can't get out, he's forced to watch as the gorilla descends upon him. And remember, this is a battle royale, over the top rope rules. When you are thrown over the top rope and both feet hit the floor, you are eliminated. The winner is the last person standing. Emphasis on person. Not sure what would happen if the gorilla was the last entity left standing. Would they award them the victory? Somewhere in the UK governing guidelines of British wrestling, I'm pretty sure we can't wrestle animals. We'll have to leave that to the final decision from the Pro Wrestling Colossus committee and see what they take on the matter. Oh, and look at this. This is disgusting. But Livy Grace, no ordinary woman. She played Pandora on Apocalypse WoW, so she is quite adept at being the final boss. She's taken out everybody. You like turtles? Do you like clotheslines, kid? And I don't think Jordon Side is going to like the view when he turns around. Short arm lariat. And I think now, I don't think Jordon Side knows where he is. But I'll tell you where he isn't. And that is, oh no, I was about to say he's not in this match, but he has held on. He managed to hold on. And now it's Xenophan. Oh, and he just got speared. Speared out of his Lonsdales. Turned inside out. Oh, and the I Like Turtles kid almost met the same fate, but he manages to hit a code red. That sunset flip powerbomb. Oh, and he meets, my God, he had to power through the pain to hit that one. Jordon Side, meanwhile, getting some revenge on Livy Grace. It's so difficult to call these Rumble matches, ladies and gentlemen. You know, the opponent, the competitors' heads are on a swivel, but so is mine. You know, I can't tell you everything that's going on at once, but I do my best. Oh, hang on. The red flag is dangerously close to being eliminated, but so is the I Like Turtles kid. Oh, and a headbutt, but he doesn't go down. The red flag goes down. The red flag has been eliminated. I Like Turtles kid standing tall, but he didn't see SJ Randall coming, and now he's gone too. It's a monkey flip. It's an actual monkey flip. And it's another one. Is anyone having a more interesting calendar year in wrestling than Jordon Side? I don't think so. The things he can add to his list. SJ Randall lands on his feet. It's Werewolf versus Gorilla. Insane T is gone. The Gorilla's gone. The Gorilla is gone. And he heads to the back. And wait a minute, it's Connor Mills. Connor Mills, who we saw in action earlier tonight against Alex Aces. And he's not a legal competitor in the match, but it doesn't matter because his elimination on SJ Randall still stands. What is going on here? We're now down to our final three. We're down to Livy Grace, Jordon Side, and Xenophan. Meanwhile, SJ Randall is chasing Connor Mills around ringside. All heck has broken loose here, ladies and gentlemen. And Jordon Side and Livy Grace have decided to put their differences aside and team up on poor Xenophan. You see this a lot in Rumbles. You see one-time, one-off alliances, unlikely alliances, strange bedfellows, and that is the case right here. There's one of those Kaizen knees. Oh, and Xenophon eats the turnbuckle. He eats it. He eats it. And Jordon side, he may hate Halloween, but he has made it to the final 3. Could we be looking at our eventual winner? Oh, and he takes out Xenophon. Xenophon is wiped out.
Time for me to throw him over!
And Jordon Said is feeling confident. And this crowd here in Margate absolutely heartbroken. Xenophon countered, he countered, he throws Saeed over. We're down to our final 2. Livy Grace can't believe it. The crowd here in Margate can't believe it. And most of all, I don't think Xenophon can believe it. Ducks under. Gets the arm drag. Gets a second one. Livy Grace sent into the corner. Bulldog by Xenophon, he's feeling it. Headbutt from Livy Grace.
Not today, little kid!
And I think Halloween is about to come to an early end for Xenophon. Livy Grace has his number, but wait, Xenophon, he holds on, he holds on. He runs off the ropes, ducks under the clothesline. But Livy Grace smacks him round the head. For good measure, that'll teach you, kid. And it's good night for Xenophon, I'm afraid. Wait a minute. Hip toss counter after hip toss counter. Power bomb by Livy Grace. Xenophon is trying everything, but Livy Grace has an answer for everything. Wait a minute. He's holding on. He's holding on. Knee. Xenophon is not where he wants to be. He needs to get to the inside desperately. Livy Grace eats the turnbuckle. She eats the turnbuckle. I think the padding slipped. Xander nearly goes down. Xenophon nearly goes down. He's trying to get back in the ring. It's a precarious position. Livy Grace is going for another power bomb. Xenophon counters. They both hang on. Xenophon wins. Xenophon is your Halloween Rumble winner. An unbelievable effort. The odds were against him, but Xenophon standing tall. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. What a match that was. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to follow Pro Wrestling Colossus on all social media channels for upcoming events. A warm welcome back to the Pro Wrestling Colossus fan base. I believe you affectionately refer to yourself as the Lossy Posse. This is another free match from Invasion of the Bodyslammers. I am your commentator, Jordon, and once again, it is a pleasure to be adding the subtle, dulcet tones to these incredible matches. And making his way into the ring now, Kris Oak, who stands at a whopping 6 feet tall and weighs in at 273 pounds. The only other man on the roster I think that could match up to that is Harry McDonald, but Kris Oak, my word, in a league of his own here. If we employed weight classes here in Pro Wrestling Colossus the way we do in boxing, I believe he'd be classed as a super heavyweight or even titan weight. And making his way to the ring now, someone who is the heart and soul of the South Coast, one of my absolute favourite performers in the world to watch, one Jordon Breaks, and good grief, he's dressed as Charlie Brown. And just look at some of these incredible costumes we have here in the crowd, and some signs too. I'm really glad to see a resurgence of signs in the crowds at shows these days. You do see some absolute bangers. There he is, the hometown boy from right here in Margate. And he's really been packing on some size as of late, some impressive muscle. Oh, and wait a minute, the bell has not rung yet. This is before the bell. This is disgusting from Kris Oak. You've already got the height advantage and the weight advantage. Do you really have to stoop this low? And Kris Oak there driving the shin into the throat, into the Adam's apple of Jordon Breaks. This is really unsportsmanlike. It really is something I detest in our wonderful sport. But hey, Jordon Breaks with that go behind and a big crossbody takes down the 6-footer. He has chopped down the mighty Oak. And he is going to make Kris pay for that sneaky, dastardly, cowardly attack before the bell. Jordon Breaks now firmly in control as he bashes Kris Oak's head into that top turnbuckle. And remember, folks, that is a steel hook to hold the ropes in place with a very thin layer of padding on it. Having your head bashed into it is not something I recommend to anyone. If you've ever banged your head on a car door, times that by about 10, and that's what it feels like. Big headbutt to the gut there and a back club. And Charlie Brown is really taking it to Kris Oak. And you can hear the Margate faithful firmly behind Jordon Breaks. They're loving everything he does. Yeah, go on, Jordon, another one. One more. Uno más. Oh, hang on, Kris Oak manages to counter, or does he? Jordon Breaks, I think he's looking for that signature double leg Nelson, but Kris Oak, as I said, 273 pounds. He's going to be pretty difficult to take down from that angle. My God, and what a stiff forearm there. The right arm driven into the neck, but Jordon Breaks using that agility. Well, he was looking for a monkey flip, but Kris Oak has much too strong a base. And Jordon Breaks was nearly shoulder blocked out of his boots. He nearly turned inside out. And you can see there the Margate faithful absolutely not a fan of that at all. I don't know whether they're not a fan of his actions or just not a fan of Kris Oak in general, but I have to believe he... or whether they're just not a fan of Kris Oak in general. And can you really blame them after he attacked Jordon Breaks before the bell? And Jordon Breaks is firing back. He tried to go for that monkey flip earlier, the second time to no avail as well, because Kris Oak just too big, too strong, and Jordon Breaks has taken a spill to the outside. Our referee is going to have to check on him, make sure Jordon Breaks can actually continue. He took a really nasty tumble to the outside, and that is a solid tile floor, no padding, no protection. Yeah, poor Jordon, that is unforgiving floor, and Kris Oak does not care at all. He doesn't care at all, folks. Well, the more I see of this Mr. Oak, the less I care for him. The referee making sure that Jordon can actually continue. I'm trying to think of another Charlie Brown pun, but all I know is that he says good grief, so good grief. But Jordon Breaks using the momentum and the love from the crowd here to will himself back into the ring, but it's not enough to withstand the onslaught of Kris Oak. Nearly 300 pounds coming crashing down on your middle back. He's going to need to see a chiropractor in the morning. And the referee admonishing Kris Oak there, laying down the law. Oh, and Jordon Breaks sent from pillar to post and just collapses in agony, collapses in pain. Kris Oak, as well as being so strong and so big, knows how to use the environment to his advantage, and look at that. Soaking in, well, I can't call it adulation because they clearly despise him here in Margate. He has not endeared himself to this crowd at all, and he has not endeared himself to this commentator, I'd say, as well. Yeah, Jordon, just remembering the rules there. He does have until 9, and if I was him, I'd use every last second of it to recover. But Kris Oak immediately back on the attack. Oh my God, he's driving his knee into that already injured spine. Kris Oak has been working on the back the entire match. Oh, God. How does Jordon Breaks get out of this one? I mean, Jordon Breaks, he knows 1,000 holds and 1,000 counters. And there's another one. Oh, no. I saw that in that match against TK Cooper. Very damaging, but Jordon Breaks powers out. Kris Oak employing that spinning sidewalk slam. If Kris Oak keeps pummeling Jordon Breaks like this, he is not going to make it to our final event of 2024, Pile Driving Home for Christmas. If you haven't already, save the date, folks. 28th of December 2024, the final Pro Wrestling Colossus show of 2024, and it is going to be a doozy. Card to be announced soon, but back in the ring, Jordon Breaks again succumbing to the might, to the strength, to the size and power of the mighty Kris Oak. And Jordon, he's going to try and turn him round. Does he have that? No, he's been worn down too much. And Jordon Breaks, he looks desperate, folks. He's sweating. I think he's nearly in tears. The referee may have to call this one for him because Jordon is not someone who gives up easily. He doesn't give up lightly. He's got that heart. And they are nearly blowing the roof off this place here in Margate for the hometown hero as Jordon Breaks locks in the abdominal stretch. But Kris Oak, like it was nothing, with the cross buttock throw, the hip toss, sending Jordon Breaks crashing down to the mat. But it's Jordon Breaks who has bought just a little bit more time to recover there as Kris Oak crashed and burned there. Come on, Jordon, get up. Even when he's dressed as Charlie Brown, the socks match the attire. Come on, Jordon. Ducks under. Cross throat chop. Shades of one Samuel Smooth. Oh, and a big headbutt to the gut. He ducks under. Thunderous European uppercut. I think the best in the country. Good Lord. But Kris Oak gives back as good as Jordon gives. And Jordon breaks again. Thunderous European. Oh, and it's a slugfest now. But Jordon breaks. He's fired up. He is sick of the disrespect and the bullying from Kris Oak. And he was on a bit of a rally there, but Kris Oak has absolutely levered him. But it's Jordon. It's Jordon who gets the better of the exchange. Thunderous European uppercut. And the hometown hero, the head trainer of the Thanet Pro Wrestling Academy, is on fire. Oh, he nearly got it that time. But again, that is the third time he's gone for the monkey flip, and to no avail. Look at this. He uses the ropes, and this time it was enough. That extra momentum, that extra spring from the ropes was the missing ingredient. And now, for the first time in a long time, Jordon Breaks has hope. There's no way. There's no way. He's nearly 300 pounds. Come on, Jordon. Oh my God! The biggest rolling fireman slam I've ever seen in my life. The Finley roll, 1, 2, and the 6-footer powers out. I told you he'd packed on some muscle, folks, and how else are you going to lift up a 300-pounder? And the Margate faithful are not giving up on their hero. They're not giving up. The Lossy Posse are as loud now as they were at the beginning of the match. I'd say even louder. What is he looking for here? Well, whatever he was looking for, it was thwarted. Spine on the pine, and I think that is all she wrote. Kris Oak. No! Jordon Breaks kicking out of that thunderous spine buster. The longer this match goes on, I'm not sure who it favours. There's Jordon Breaks with the experience advantage. I'd argue for stamina and cardio as well, but Kris Oak just appears to be unrelenting. Just is able to dish out punishment at a whim with a big Uranagi. The Uranagi, he slams him down. He gets a 2, 3. Oh, that was close. That was real close, folks. That would have been a monumental win for Kris Oak. A win over a former British Cruiserweight champion. Short arm lariat. Nearly knocked Jordon Breaks his head off. And he's not done, folks. What is he going for here? He's got the leg. But hang on a minute. Olympic roll! Olympic roll! That was a chicken wing pin! And it's Jordon Breaks with that World of Sport throwback style, that incredible technical wrestling, that vast knowledge of pins, the same way Kurt Angle defeated John Cena in his debut in 2002, gets the win here at Invasion of the Bodyslammers. Another incredible matchup brought to you by Pro Wrestling Colossus. Make sure you're following us on all our social media websites, and don't forget to get your tickets for Pile Driving Home for Christmas on the 28th of December 2024 here in Margate. It has been an absolute pleasure bringing this match to you, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I am Giovanni Giorgio. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Straight out of the sewer and into the Lossy Arena. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pro Wrestling Colossus YouTube channel, where you are being spoilt once again with another free upload for your viewing pleasure. And here we have the tag team debut of the Rodents, who I believe are a real-life punk band, but have come to the ring with inflatable versions of their instruments. So That'll be interesting. And I tell you what, the Margate faithful have taken an immediate disliking to the Rodents, and I have to say that is usually what happens when you give the announcer your own spiel. Take it from me, guys, I've been around the block a few times. No one likes that. But I tell you what the people do like. It begins with an S and it ends in an E. It's Sunshine Machine. Looking like they've stepped straight off of the Mystery Machine. And just listen to that ovation for the team of Chuck Mambo and TK Cooper, in stark contrast to what we heard for the Rodents. And I tell you what, you need to wake up early to Best Sunshine Machine on the best of days. So it will be really, really interesting to see how the team of Pulley Adams and DD Tourette do today. It'll be interesting to see who starts things out for both teams. I'll tell you what, TK is rocking that neckerchief. Maybe once Halloween's over, he could incorporate that into his everyday attire. Not just his ring attire, his everyday attire. I think every day he should be wearing that beautiful orange neckerchief. But anyway, enough of that tomfoolery. The bell rings and we are underway, and it is a strong collar and elbow tie-up from Chuck Mambo. Snatches the side headlock there. And like I said, this is the first time people are getting their eyes on the Rodents. So we don't have much to go on, but judging by the way they've conducted themselves, oh, hang on a minute, that was quite impressive there. An ode to the teaching stylings of Jordon Breaks and TK Cooper. And I tell you what, I didn't have it down for Chuck Mambo to be on the back foot so early in the contest, especially against two rookies. You know, Sunshine Machine, what am I saying one of? The top tag team in the UK right now, one of the most decorated. And Chuck Mambo is back in control. Chuck Mambo, very tall, gives him an advantage, gives him that base, that leverage. And he finds himself unable to escape in the opening minute of this contest. Finds himself in the cravat. And Chuck Mambo is trying to find some respite. And he finds it. Forces him all the way to the mat. He's having to bridge. He's having to bridge so that his shoulders don't touch the mat. Oh, and he trips him up. And TK Cooper cheering on Shaggy. Sorry, I mean Mambo, sorry. It's Halloween, I'm all confused. And did you see that kick to the midsection there? Running back elbow smash. Snapmares him down, runs off the ropes. Chuck Mambo ducks the kick. Is it going to be over almost as quickly as it started? Oh, he catches the super kick. The Rodents have done their homework, but not enough clearly as Chuck Mambo. And do you see the ring awareness of Chuck Mambo to turn the surfboard around to keep things in the Mystery Machine corner? It's time to go surfing, dude. And there it is, high tide. And TK Cooper makes the tag. It is legal. into the reverse STO. Fantastic teamwork from the top team in the UK. Only gets a 2. You can see Pulley Adams in the back there. Almost went in, but saw at the last moment it wasn't necessary. There's a tag now to Pulley Adams. I don't think TK realizes he does now. He's turned round. Whoa, and he caught TK Cooper off guard. That's not a real guitar. And the crowd know it. Oh, and he walks right into a body slam. Shades of Brendan White, inventor of the move circa 2024. Oh, but hang on, he avoids the second one. Fantastic evasion there from TK Cooper. Hang on, swing and a miss. TK Cooper goes round the back. The Rodents, impressive in short flashes, but everyone falls to the spinning heel kick. High heel kick from TK Cooper. And hang on, things have broken down. We've got 2 men in. We've got 4 men in. The referee has lost control. Remember, the legal men are Pulley Adams and TK Cooper. But things have broken down in a hurry. There's bodies everywhere. I don't know where Velma and Daphne have got to. Hang on, that should be a disqualification. That is outside interference. Corrupting the Margate youth. You should know better than that, Fred. Look, I don't know where to look, folks. On my monitor, I can't split the feed. We've got anarchy on both sides of the venue. What is happening here? And hang on, I think the refreshments are getting abused. Oh no, TK, no. Oh my God! That is disgusting, I feel sick. Not just because of all the Halloween candy you've eaten. And what is Pulley Adams doing? Hang on a minute. Not the sign-making station. What is happening? Mambo, no. How will the people make their signs? Don't do it. And Pulley Adams goes down the back. DD Tourette in to help. The referee is showing extreme leniency here. I think he doesn't want to throw the match out in the Rodents debut, and he doesn't want to shortchange the good ticket holders here in Margate who paid to see a show. But hang on, Pulley Adams again is avoiding what looks to be targeted offense through that table. Well, the crowd in Margate want the table. I must say, at this point, I think I want it as well. And the referee admonishing both teams. I don't envy him. He's got a difficult job. But TK Cooper, too tall, too strong. This is not going to work, Pulley Adams. Good God. And a thunderous back club, shades of the Rackmaster. And I think Mambo wants to get involved as well. Some double team offense here. Big axe handle from the top as Mambo goads DD Tourette on the apron. How much money does he owe you? Look at that, effortlessly to the top. Incredible techers from the Dairy Lee Bruce Lee. Someone in the crowd really liked that. Oh, hang on a minute, tilt-a-whirl. Here's that signature double team offense that makes Sunshine Machine such a cohesive unit, and down he goes. Could this be it? Will it be an early night for the Rodents? No, it's not.
Double? Yeah, baby. This time, designated driver.
And as we approach the 10-minute mark here, they're looking to end this one. Looking to end this one and go out and solve some more mysteries. Oh, but hang on a minute. In comes DD Tourette. Pulley Adams goes down. Oh, no! Neck breaker over the raised knees of Pulley Adams, and TK's gone down as well. This is... Are we about to see the biggest upset in Pro Wrestling Colossus history? No. Wouldn't just have been one of the biggest upsets in Colossus, it would have been one of the biggest upsets in the entirety of the British wrestling scene. Imagine toppling Sunshine Machine in your debut match just before you go on a tour around the country. That would have been incredible for the Rodents CV. Would have spiked ticket sales tenfold. Oh, hang on, big headbutt to the stomach, giving TK Cooper a taste of his own medicine there. The headbutt Messiah on the receiving end this time. It's a double back elbow smash. Teamwork makes the dream work. They drop 2 elbows, 2 for the price of 1. And it's only a 2. And the crowd in Margate here showing their appreciation. Referee making sure he's got a good view of the shoulders as well. DD Tourette now wrenching from the knee downwards. Capacity crowd here in Margate. Don't forget our next event is Pile Driving Home for Christmas on the 28th of December. Tickets available from all our social media channels. Oh my God! Will TK Cooper even make it to Pile Driving Home for Christmas if he's continuously on the receiving end of offense like that? And now the Rodents have done an incredible job of cutting the ring in half. That is some ring awareness, wise beyond their years, as the referee now has fallen for the classic. Referee he's doing his job. He's doing what needs to be done. He's keeping Chuck Mambo out, but he doesn't know that behind his back, they've been using that to their advantage. The Rodents, again, these kickouts are getting later and later and later, and maybe that is the Rodents' game plan in between air guitar solos. Big forearm to the midsection. 1 to the head. TK Cooper's fighting back. Oh, that's disgusting. A scratch to the eye. Oh, and TK Cooper is not going to let that slide. Sends him outside. He tried to catch himself on the apron, but the momentum was too much. On in comes DD Tourette. Can he make it to Mambo? No! Pulley Adams on the outside, living up to his name and pulleying Chuck Mambo off the apron and thwarting TK's, one of his last remaining hopes, I'd think. Oh, and a shot to the shin. This is despicable. They're targeting that right leg of TK Cooper now. They've been trying to pull it out of its socket all match. Oh, rookie mistake. You can't let the crowd get into your head. You've got to stay focused. You've got to look at the match. Here we go. More double team offense from the Tourettes. TK Cooper goes hip first into the turnbuckle. Pulley Adams pulls him down. Oh, drop kick from DD Tourette. Things are heating up here in Margate, folks. It may be the winter, but it's hot in here. Another tag, and I tell you what, if we could have a statistician check this out, the number of tags from the Rodents wildly exceeding those made by Sunshine Machine. On paper, that would tell you they're acting as the more cohesive team, and I tell you what, judging by what's going on in the ring right now, who's on the back foot right now? It's not the Rodents, it's Sunshine Machine. Really impressing in their debut. I wonder if their music lives up to the reputation as well. There's only one way to find out, and that is to go see them on tour. I don't think TK Cooper will be attending. TK Cooper again into the corner. He tries to send. He does. He sends him all the way to the outside. Crashing and burning. And DD Tourette sent for the ride. An exploder suplex, emphasis on exploder. TK Cooper needs to make the tag to Chuck Mambo, but he might as well be a million miles away from home. He needs to reach out, and he makes it. Up goes Chuck Mambo, and what goes up must come down. What a crossbody with authority. Another body slam. And Chuck Mambo, the much fresher member of Sunshine Machine right now. I wouldn't say he's had time to rest on the apron because he got pulled down by Pulley Adams at one point. And an even bigger body slam that time. Drops the leg. Shades of WrestleMania 3. And for the first time in a long time, things look hopeful for Sunshine Machine. I hope I haven't spoken too soon. Chuck Mambo making sure there's actually enough room for him to make the jump with the low ceiling. And in comes Pulley Adams at the last second. I didn't see him until it was too late, and I think the same goes for Chuck Mambo. And now they're just piling on Chuck Mambo. And here we go, those big, ironically meaty chops from Chuck Mambo. If you've never been on the receiving end of a chop from Chuck Mambo, folks, I tell you, his hands are like bricks. This time, he avoids the boot, back elbow smash. You're going to have to wake up earlier than that to get one over Chuck Mambo. And once again, he checks he's actually got room. He does. Double neck breaker, double trouble, double blockbuster, double overcastle neck breaker, whatever you call it. He hit it on both of them. Could this be it? Oh my God, does it get much closer than that? 2.9. And they're going to try and put them away again. They couldn't hit the designated driver earlier in the match, but will they be able to hit it this time? Mambo's got him up. He's got him up. Oh no. TK Cooper, throat first on the top rope. This is not good. That could take him out for the rest of the match. Oh no. What are we seeing? He's taken out the knee. They've chopped Chuck Mambo down to size. Codebreaker. Into a neck breaker. This is... No. What am I seeing? What am I seeing? And Chuck Mambo keeps the dream alive just after 2. This is unreal. I never thought I would see the fight taken to Sunshine Machine like this. Super kick! And Pulley Adams pulls himself up, but I think he's so disoriented he didn't realize he's in enemy territory. He's in dangerous waters as he's about to be on the receiving end of a German suplex, turbocharged by the power of friendship. Oh hey TK, wait a minute! You've got to be kidding me. It did disrupt the pin, so the referee calls it off. But I think the referee finds it so ridiculous he's not going to call for the DQ. What is wrong with you, mate? What a shot. I think he's knocked out. Trying to hit that designated driver for the 3rd time this match they've attempted it. Hang on. Pulley Adams got him in a reverse DDT. Mambo senses the danger. 4th time it's been thwarted. Tilt-a-whirl. He's got it. What are we seeing? Are they gonna? They were trying to take a page out of Sunshine Machine's book. For the 5th time. What? They have done their homework, folks. You can't fault them on that. TK Cooper makes sure. Oh my God. Really putting the Rodents through their paces. As we are rapidly approaching the 20-minute mark, ladies and gentlemen. Omelette du fromage. Omelette du fromage from TK Cooper. Super kick, headbutt combo. And maybe now, for what I believe is the 6th time this match, they're going to try and hit the designated driver. There it is. 1, 2, 3. And the Rodents are sent packing back, scuttling and clawing their way into the sewers. What an unreal contest. I never expected it to go that long in a team involving a pair of rookies, but I was proven wrong. And Sunshine Machine coming away with the win yet again. Oh, come on! Sore losers. Sore losers. Sore losers. Come on. And now they're demanding the microphone be turned on. You'd think, being musicians, they'd know how to turn it on themselves.
Look, it's awful. We were at a gig last night. We're hungover as hell. We had that easily.
Well, that's very irresponsible of you then. What? No, come on, guys. The match is over. Come on, someone stop them. Where's the security? Where's the ring crew? I mean, what? Hey! That's animal abuse. Oh, this is ridiculous. Where are the TPWA trainees to put a stop to this? Maybe they're afraid of the Rodents. They're afraid to get involved. That's my only speculation as to why you'd let this carry on. This is despicable. Looks like Sunshine Machine are about to meet an incredibly painful end, courtesy of the Rodents, but Mambo, he tried to fight back. A double suplex through the sign painting table. TK Cooper not going to let that happen to his best friend. Yeah, we all want to see the table. And the Rodents succumb to the wood. Both men sent crashing through. Not sure who got the worst of it. But I tell you who got the best of it on both fronts, and that is Sunshine Machine. They won the match, and they put Uli Adams and Dee Dee Tourette through the table.